Hey people, what's up? I've been doing a lot of running, but I had to make time to do this. And today we have Domino's, and I'm so glad Domino's is so close to me that I can get the food and come home and it still be piping hot, especially this cheese bread. That's that cheese bread have spinach and feta cheese, and that is so delicious. And we also have, of course, you can see the wings, and these are the plain wings. Um, I did order some habanero sauce and some ranch, but I think I want to eat them plain. Sometimes I just don't want the sauce. But anywho, I hope each and every one of you are having a good day today. They have some of the best wings. These wings are so good. It's just like they just smoke. Sometimes I don't want to add sauce because it just take away from the flavor. And I want the flavor. I have on another one of my volunteer shirt. I told you I like to volunteer. This shirt is sister to sister. They go around to different communities and raise funds for that community. And this one was from 2019 in Mobile, and it was sponsored by iHeartRadio. So support those people that support our communities. I was talking to my grandson. We was having a conversation, and I like to watch LMN, Lifetime Movie Network. And we was having a conversation. He said something. I guess I just really didn't think about it that much. He said, why, and he didn't call me, but I'm poor. He said, why do so many people support uh, ending domestic violence, but they love to watch domestic violence? And I'm like, what do you mean about that? He said, you like to watch, well, he said people like to watch Lifetime Movie Network. He said, but they constantly showing movies with domestic violence. And so in my mind, I started trying to think back, like, really? And I'm thinking, he said, almost every movie is going to be about domestic violence. So I'm checking my memory. I'm thinking some of the movies I can remember. I'm thinking, what were they about? And it's true. Almost all of the movies center on domestic violence. You know, and I would not call the titles of the movies, but you can go and check some of the movies out. And I said, well, you're just watching TV for entertainment. And he said, yeah, but you're watching TV for entertainment about domestic violence, something that you're against. And I was like, yes, I am against domestic violence. But I never thought that I was supporting domestic violence by watching these movies. So that gave me something to think about. I mean, it really gave me something to think about. So I don't know if Lifetime gonna be one of my favorite channels. On that lazy day when I'm just doing nothing. Okay, so this bread has spinach. Let me test something. Oh, you see all that cheese? That's spinach and feta cheese. It's hot too. Like I said, I live close enough to Domino's where when they give me the food out the oven, I can make it home and it still be hot. So this that cheese bread, and it has spinach and also feta cheese. And it's really good. And you can just eat this by yourself, really. Think of all the carbs. That's good. And I'm drinking I have water. Basically water just to try to calm me down some because I be so hyped up. Especially when I'm in a rush. So I need the water to help me calm down. Room temp water. That's the way I like it. I do not like cold. But this half tea, half lemonade is cold. And I could drink it either way. So anyway, getting back to the domestic violence, I support ending domestic violence. And by no means by watching a movie that I think I was doing anything that's harmful. But that's going to show you, I mean, our hearts can be in the right place and we can mean to do good things. But sometimes we may overlook something because we are not looking closely for that image. And by no means, do I want to support any form of domestic violence. I'm totally against it. Totally against domestic violence. In all forms of it. Whether it's parents and children, husband, wife, partners, siblings, I'm against domestic violence. Again, these wings from Domino's, they are smoked. They are so good. I'm having a field day with these wings. Also with this cheese bread that contains spinach. So I'm getting my vegetables. I almost had forgot to do my little dance. Because y'all know, I dance for food. I hadn't got into the, what they call it, when you pose for the snapshot. Oh, the thumbnail. I haven't started doing thumbnails yet. I see other people doing the thumbnail, but I haven't. But just for the heck of it, even though we down into our program, let's just do thumbnail. That should be a great one. That should be a great one. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm pulling mostly flats because I do like the flats better than I like the little drummets. But these are so small, so I really don't mind eating the drummets. Dominoes. Where did y'all get these little small chickens from? Is these the bitties? No, I grew up in the South, and I grew up with my grandmother. And so the baby chicks, we used to call them growing up biddies. There go a biddy, there go a biddy, or there go the biddies. So, are these the biddies? I have some marinara sauce. I don't know how to pronounce it for my bread, but I don't need that. This bread is good all by itself with the spinach and the feta cheese. And something is just already good. We don't have to keep dressing it up. But anyway, when we letting our young ones, our preteens, and even the little toddlers, when we are letting them watch TV, go ahead and read the information as to what the movie is about, because you will find out that children they imitate what they see, they say what they heard, and when it comes to domestic violence, we don't want any imitation done there. We don't want the words to be respoken. We don't want the action to be reacted. We don't want that. So, see what the movie is about. If the movie is about domestic violence, find something that's more educational, something that is learning, but not the fighting, the cussing, throwing someone up against the wall, putting their hand around their necks. They don't need to see that. And they really do not need to act out on what they have seen. And you'll notice You know, if the children see that, then you know you might be in the bed playing with your children, how you play, and your toddler might just come and put their hands around your neck because that's what they saw on TV. And by doing so, if it got control of the person, they may be seeing that as a way of getting control of someone. So, well, you don't want to do that. It's cheese bread. Domino's, you got to hit with this spinach and that feta. Spinach and feta cheese. You got to hit with this bread. And these wings are so delicious. They are delicious. And as you can see, I got lunch tomorrow. My guilty pleasure. Y'all know I can't drink. I don't suppose to drink tea. But when it's half tea and half lemonade, that means the caffeine have been cut, right? So I should be okay. I'm going to have to run that by my doctor. If it's half tea and half lemonade, then I shouldn't be getting too much caffeine, correct? You know, we always come up with ways to try to justify doing what we want to do. It's just human nature, I guess. We always come up with ways of doing that. But meanwhile, let's try to stay away from movies, series that promote domestic violence. We trying to end domestic violence, at least change people mind frame. And we start with the young people. So don't have your young people watching movies or sitcoms that promote violence. And especially when it comes to some of these reality, which are really non-realities, but when they come to these reality shows, because they do so much fighting on those shows, and I'm like, what adult person have time to do all that fighting? I mean, you know, when you elementary school, middle school, you get mad with your little friend, you push them, they push you back, you know, that's elementary. But when we become adults and you have children of your own, who got time to do all that fighting? And a lot of these reality shows, that's what they have. I mean, they on a platform where they can discuss so many different things. And what they need to be discussing is like real life stuff, domestic violence. Somebody is dying from domestic violence on a daily basis. And we need to try to stop that. Some people don't think they're worthy of leaving a relationship. So they stay in the relationship. They stay in the relationship because they may feel like they don't have the funds to leave. They may feel like they can't get help from no one else. So, therefore, if they stay there. But by staying there, they're putting their lives in jeopardy, and they're also putting their children's lives in jeopardy. And so, we need to stop glorifying domestic violence, on the reality shows and on the movies. They the people go through domestic violence episodes, and then they are showered with gifts and taking on trips and promises, false promises that things are gonna get better, and things don't get better. So, you know, and like I said, um, my grandson had to bring that to my attention, that a lot of the movies that's on the Lifetime channel are movies that contain domestic violence. So I'm gonna have to find me a pastime doing, I guess, solitaire or something. I'm gonna have to find me a pastime working my puzzles. I already work puzzles, but I guess I'm gonna have to work a little bit more. But until shows come on that do not promote domestic violence, then I'm gonna have to try to find something more positive movies, and we do have positive movies that comes on, and those the movies, different sitcoms. You have comedy sitcoms, and that do not contain domestic violence. But I support the Purple Ribbon, domestic, ending domestic violence. So, talk to your young ones, your young people. Make sure that they know it is not acceptable. If they have seen it, on TV, if you are watching a movie and it have domestic violence, stop and talk to them right then and there while it's fresh in their minds as to what they have just witnessed. And if you see the little toddlers who imitates everything, and they see somebody slap somebody on TV, so they come and slap you because what they are seeing is not funny, it's no joke, don't laugh about it. Instead, tell them no, you don't do that. You don't do that. So, talk to them about it. I was thinking I was going to eat some more of these delicious chicken wings from Domino's. But I started eating the chicken and I started eating the bread. I think the bread began to fill me up before the chicken began to fill me up. But anywho, and anyhow, I will have some for lunch tomorrow. And they are delicious. They are delicious. I really, really like these Domino's wings. And I love the Domino cheese bread with spinach. Getting your vegetables. You're getting your vegetables in. Have spinach and feta cheese. Anywho, y'all go on. I'm going to talk to you all again probably tomorrow. You will see me. But in the meantime, have a great day. I love you. I love each and every one of you. Get out. If you get the opportunity to volunteer, take that opportunity. It is a great opportunity, and then it makes you feel so good. It makes you feel good for helping your community. So, like I said, this one is Sister to Sister. This is from 2019. And I do a lot of volunteering. I enjoy volunteering. And I look forward to any organization that will have me to volunteer. So I'm finna go on. Y'all have a great day now. And like I said, I love you all. And I'll talk to you soon. And if you get the chance, go ahead and volunteer. And let's stop domestic violence. Let's stop it.